Hello, my name is Galina and this video is about our Royal Caribbean cruise on the Odyssey of the Seas. We took a 10-day, 9-night trip starting from Rome. The first day was embarkation day. We had to arrive at the ship at 1 o'clock. Once we were in the ship, we realized that it was an American ship. The service was American and most of the passengers were from America. I like American service, but personally I like European-style food better. If you're familiar with the difference, you'll understand what I mean. We had 6 stops and 2 cruising days. The stops were in Italy, Greece and Turkey. We were planning to go to Greece, and this cruise seemed like a good option, because we would want to visit many places in Greece, but getting around is tricky. There are many islands that are must-see, and traveling between them usually means taking a ferry or a plane. So when my daughter asked us if we wanted to go on a cruise together with 4 out of 6 stops in Greece, it sounded like a great idea. Just in case, our cruise was in October, from October 1st to October 10th. In case you're planning to go to Italy or Greece and want to know what it's like there at the beginning of October. I'll make a separate video about our time on the ship. In this one, I'll show you our first stop, Naples, Italy. We're thinking to go to Sorrento or Positano, and we were told that we can buy tickets to the ferry from this Alilauro company. We bought 2 tickets to Sorrento and going to the gate F. Just 1 step from the ticket place. We just bought tickets to Sorrento for a ferry that leaves at 11 a.m. So it's kind of late because our kids left, I think, at 7:45 or so. So hopefully we'll be back and we'll have some time in Naples to just run to the main street of Naples and see what's there. Looks like it's our boat. No, it was not ours. We need to go a different direction. The weather is really nice. The only thing is that in the morning it's around 16 Celsius every day. We were in Rome, it was the same, and in Naples. So it's really cold and you don't know what to take with you, because then during the day it was 23. 23 is not much, but because of the sun and no wind and sun just above you during the day when you're walking, so it's pretty hot and you don't know what to take, hat or a sweater, and you end up being with sweater and no hat, but during the day it's very nice. It looks like we need to go up somehow, because right here it just poured, some souvenir shops, a lot of transport, but everything that is nice, it's probably up. But there are walls and I'm not sure how to get there. Maybe we'll need to take some transportation. Nobody's using taxi and nobody went to the bus for some reason. So we're going up for now. We found 2 types of transportation, taxis and minibuses. The taxi cost 20 euros. I forgot it was per person or per ride. The buses were only 2 euros per person. But the buses were empty. The bus driver said he would leave in 20 minutes, but we weren't sure if he actually would leave if the bus was still empty. We didn't want to wait that long and we decided to go and see what the path up looked like. Unless you have health issues, I wouldn't suggest spending money on taxi or wait for a bus. It was a pretty quick and easy way up. This is it. It took us probably 3 minutes, maybe 5, and I was filming along the way. Sorrento International Summer Music Festival. This is just a regular ice cream shop, but it has 2 huge crystal chandeliers. Sorrento is a nice little town with an enormous amount of souvenir shops. 40 years. I've seen this bumblebee design somewhere before. I like the bag and I was thinking of buying it, but I didn't, for two reasons. First, I wasn't sure about the bumblebee lock. I liked the design, but I thought it might be inconvenient to close the bag. The second reason was that we only had a small carry-ons with us and couldn't fit anything else in them. In my carry-on, I had 3 long evening dresses for the formal dinners on the cruise. And that's in addition to all the other stuff I actually needed. I tried limoncello before. Last year, when we were renting an Airbnb in Italy, the owner left a bottle of limoncello for us as a gift. I didn't like the taste, so I decided to try a different brand and bought another bottle. I didn't like that one either.
It's too sweet and too bitter at the same time.
After trying it for the 3rd time in this store, I realized why I didn't like it. It's very, very sweet. But at the same time, it's very bitter. But the bottles do look nice. It looks like we just left the old town and entering a new town. Going back to the touristy place. I like these bags. They're trendy. I've seen this type of bag in every city with different designs. They're really cute, but I'm not sure where I would use this bag. We took a different road on our way back to the ferry. When we went up, there were stairs, but this path has slopes. I'm not sure which path is easier if you want to go up. Now we're heading back to Naples. We'll have about 2.5 hours to see the city. I don't think that's enough time for Naples, but we need to be back on the cruise by 4:30 in the evening. Maybe we didn't visit some must-see places. We were just wandering around. If you're not planning to spend an hour in a restaurant, I think it's good enough. And now we're back at the ticket kiosks. The ferry ride one way is about 35 minutes and we spend about 2.5 hours in Sorrento. We're back in Naples. We weren't sure if we needed transportation to get to the city. But when I saw that this yellow building was a theater, I thought the city center must be closed. So we decided to walk. By now we were hungry, so we had lunch right here. The food was cheap and good, but the surroundings could have been better. But we were too tired to walk around and look for other options. Now I'm thinking it would have been better to have lunch in Sorrento. Is it a real salami or is it just a floor model? Sorrento is a small souvenir town. Naples is different. Alibaba store, and more fish. Interesting fact, the very first pizzeria in Italy and the entire world was opened in Naples in 1830. It still remains open today. And the classic margherita pizza got its name from Queen Margherita Teresa Giovanni after she visited Naples at the end of 19th century. We're in Naples now. Very similar city to Palermo. This life is colorful and interesting for tourists, but I wouldn't want to live here. We stayed in Palermo for a month last winter, and it was depressing. Naples reminds me of Palermo. I'm not sure what they were shouting and what they wanted. Then some people from the demonstration started waving at people with the phones and cameras, showing them to turn them off. So I stopped recording. Naples is the third largest city in Italy, after Rome and Milan. In 1995, the historic city center of Naples was designated as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Another interesting fact, the Naples Historic City Center is the largest in Europe. It spans for 4,200 acres across the city. This is Naples Cathedral, 14th century. Behind the altar there are two vials containing the blood of San Gennaro, or Saint Gennarius. He was the bishop of Benevento, a city not far from Naples. San Gennaro was buried in Naples and is honored as the city's principal patron. The vitals are worshipped by the Neapolitans. Every year, on the feast of San Gennaro, the blood held by the archbishop is supposed to miraculously liquefy. If the blood fails to liquefy, legend says that disaster, such as drought or fire, will strike Naples. When Pope Francis visited Naples for the San Gennaro feast, the blood liquefied, but when Pope Benedict visited, it did not. This is it. It was time to go back to the ship. We decided not to risk it and took a taxi. The taxi ride was also a very interesting tourist attraction. back exactly on time, 4:20. We entered the port building and only later realized that we could have avoided all these stores. Selfie in front of the ship. That's it. The next stop will be Mykonos, a Greek island. Please subscribe if you find these videos useful or entertaining. See you soon!